Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Stellaris. It is time for a new campaign, and this time we are playing on the Heinlein Patch, version 1.3, with the Leviathans Story Pack DLC. This is a preview version. The patch notes are not out yet, so we will be doing quite a bit of learning as we go. I have seen the preview streams that Paradox has been doing themselves, so I am a little bit familiar with some of the changes. But a lot of them are going to come as a surprise. And of course, with the Leviathans Story Pack, we've got a lot more events and a lot more stuff to explore in the game. I've already gone through and created an empire for us, so let's go ahead and start a new game. Alright, we are going to play as the Spiral Mandate. For millennia, the intelligent Busikan Whelks lived a peaceful existence in the shallow seas of Busikan, where they worshipped the Great Spiral and knew nothing of war or killing. All that changed when the Great Eaters came out of the dense jungle and discovered how delicious the Whelks tasted with drawn butter. Thus began the Great Slaughter. In a desperate act, the remaining Whelk scientists managed to develop a virus that made all of the Great Eaters allergic to gastropods and mollusks of all sorts, making those who survived easy targets for the new Whelk armies. With their greatest foes defeated, the Whelks vowed to never be a delicious meal for any other creatures again. So we are playing as xenophobic fanatic spiritualists. I am choosing my favorite trait of Venerable, and of course that means that we are sedentary, weak, and slow breeders, which... those last three all kind of make sense for being a giant snail. Look how cute he is! Oh, isn't he cute? There are new portraits that will be coming in the Leviathan Story Pack, but I'm going to save those others for either discovering them as we go, or when we when they actually release the DLC and I put up a patch notes video and go over the new portraits, which are quite cute. So I've decided to go with energy weapons, warp travel this time, and we've got a molluscoid ship. I do like hyperspace, but... Actually, you know what? I do like... No. I'll go with warp travel. It is... I'll get away from always playing with hyperspace. I do like hyperspace, though. Anyway, I've set the Roach Clans, the Empire of Dragonia, the Alathurian Collective, which I played off-screen, and the Spore Cloud of Mushboom, all as potential spawns. So let's go ahead and start a new game. I'm going to go with a slightly smaller map this time. We'll go with medium. Elliptical, let's go with a 2-arm spiral. AI Empires, we'll leave that at that. I'm going to bump down the Advanced AI Starts, Max Fallen Empires. Let's go with 3. Habitable Worlds. Alright, so one thing that has changed is the number of worlds that you get in basic Stellaris prior to 1.3 is not actually this 100%. And that might be misleading to a lot of people who start out the game. I think they said it was somewhere around 250. But I think that I want to bump this up to 350. I like a lot of habitable worlds, so we'll see how that goes. We'll leave the AI aggressiveness at normal, difficulty at normal, allowed FTL methods as any, clustered starts. I'm going to turn that off. Advanced neighbors, I'm going to turn that off. Endgame crises, we'll leave that on, and Iron Man I'll leave as off. Alright, let's go ahead and play. Okay. So, we are ocean preference, I forgot to mention that, and the way that the world's, the habitability, has been, that's been completely redesigned. There are 9 different types of worlds that you can choose from at the beginning. We are on an ocean world, which is a wet climate. There are wet climates, dry climates, and cold climates. So let's see. We start near the edge of an arm. We've got, oh my god, we got a Gaia world within our borders already? Oh, this is going to be a good start, I feel. An ocean world, and a tropical world. Alright, so those are pretty good for us. Nothing else immediately in our zone, but 3 worlds in that system right there, that's pretty awesome. Let's go ahead and get some technology started. I'm going to go with orbital energy conversion. I think that's going to be a little bit better to start. Of course, we always want New World's protocol, and one thing that's come up in some of the Paradox streams is that they're thinking about changing this out so that you don't have to research this right away, because everyone researches it, and if you don't, you basically always wish you had. So, they kind of want to get away from, oh, you must always go for these specific techs. I think I'll go for ion thrusters. I think that's going to be a little bit better for us to start with. Alright, so one other change. The menu options up here have been completely redesigned. We've got planets and sectors, leaders, factions, strategic resources, species, policies and edicts, expansion planner, ship designer. That just takes us to our technology. That takes us to our situation log. And this is our contacts. And, of course, this goes back in here. I am playing as a theocratic republic, so we have an election every 10 years. And I'm a big fan of the election, the 10-year election, because there are specific ruler traits that I really like. Our current ruler, Anointed One, Conquet, they're anointed with butter to show how tough they are. Space Miner, Constructor build cost minus 25%, and Mining Station build cost minus 25%. That's actually really good at the beginning. So I'm not actually that complaining about I don't have that much of a problem about that. And Minerals plus 10% is also really good at the beginning, because I did make us weak, I believe. Anyway, we've got our budget, we've got our demographics, and yes, I am weak. So we've got a Minerals plus 5%. By default, so that's pretty good. We do actually have rally points now. Those will be helpful. Let's see. We can't upgrade our spaceport at all. Oh, I did forget to change something. Oh, well. It's not that big of a deal. I was going to change the... they're all ISS, and I was going to change that. You can set your prefix. But I neglected to do that. One other thing is that you can actually get different sizes of homeworlds to begin with. We only got a 16. I believe it's 16 to 20. So we're not really any worse off than we were at another prior to this patch. All right, so we can set a rally point there, but I think that I want to clear this so we can immediately get more food going, start growing a little bit faster. Alright, let's see. Ship designer. I think they might have changed the ship designs a little bit. Alright, so the ship designer is going to be very, very different. We've got an auxiliary slot now, which we cannot actually put power in there. So we can filter by slot size. But that's going to be for things like the crystal-infused plating and stuff like that. So that'll be, we can actually use those now. We only have the one interceptor core at the moment. I'm not sure if that'll change, but that's fine. Alright, so we've got our science ship, and of course it needs to be renamed. It will, of course, be Halley's Eel. I'll, in between the first episode and the second episode, I'll go through and rename our leaders and everything like that. Let's see. This will be just Halley's Eel. And, of course, our first strike force is going to be take point. Currently set to discourage Allied fleets from following. This fleet can take point, and Allied fleets will attempt to follow it. That's pretty cool. That's a new, that's a completely new option. We'll have to play around with that. So, let's see. This will be the Colony Drop Strike Force, of course. And our construction ship will be Robin. Get all of our ships renamed. Okay, let's get to figuring out what we've got in our home system. And then, of course, we want to go down there. Is this in our space? That is in our space. So let's go survey that. And survey that. And there is a new technology that we can get for automatic exploration. Order the science ship to automatically explore the galaxy. But we need the technology for that, and we don't have it yet. So let's go ahead and unpause. Go ahead and bump up the speed a bit. While we get our home system surveyed. Periwinkle has nothing for us, but we've got some energy there. So that'll be good. Let's go ahead and build a mining station. I'd like to get some minerals, of course, but we'll go for the energy first. I also went with one of the... oh, hey. We've got a failure risk of 30%, though, so let's leave it be for now. Some kind of unknown structures are floating in the gas giant's upper atmosphere. They appear to be using aerostatic lift to remain buoyant. And you've got survey speed plus 25%. Okay. Let's leave that be for now. Did go up a level, though. That's always nice. And we've got some minerals. Excellent. That'll really help.
System survey complete. Anomaly found.
Okay, we've got another anomaly at level 3. While scanning the asteroid belt, our science team found some sort of irregularity. We'll again leave it be for now.
Construction complete.
Alright, so 4 minerals and 2 energy in our home system. The discovery of alien life. Halley's Eel has made a startling find on Ripper 2A. The moon is teeming with alien life. For the first time in history, we've encountered life forms that did not originate on Busicon. This amazing discovery has silenced those who believed we were alone in the universe. Although none of the alien creatures found on Ripper 2A are sentient, it is likely only a matter of time before we encounter beings that are. We may not be alone out there. It's 60 Society research. Contact report. Simple forms of life. The Spiral Mandate is abuzz with the news of alien organisms discovered by the Halley's Eel some time ago. Whelker theologians have been partaking in arcane rites since this first sign that divine providence extends outside of Busicon, attempting to find new answers. Alright, so we've got a tropical world here with 60% habitability. It's not bad.
Construction complete. Anomaly.
Let's go ahead and pause it real fast. There are signs of activity by an ancient precursor civilization on this inhospitable rock. Excellent. We'll leave it be for now. So the Gaia world. Now this will be pretty nice. It's not that big, but still getting some worlds pretty close by, and we've got an ocean world as well. Mostly just science in this system. I don't know that I have the I don't know that I can really afford to build those at the moment. We are going to need to start building up some habitable world surveys, a commendable initiative. We'll get that going. I'm going to start building some more corvettes, though. We're definitely going to need some more
construction complete.
Some more battleships. Or combat ships. Let's go for that research station first.
Anomaly found.
Ooh, wow, 52%. Opatelus 3 seems to exhibit one and only one interesting geological feature. We'll leave it be for now. We want our leader to get higher level before we do any of that.
Oh, there's some good...
Survey complete. minerals up here. We've got a desert world, 20% habitability, and an ocean world. Excellent. Another ocean world. Very nice. Science Officer Erhard Schubert has leveled up and gained the trait Arrested Development. That is unfortunate for him. Oh. Oh no. Leader experience gain minus 100%.
Construction complete.
Looks like I am going to need a new scientist.
System survey complete.
Alright, well, before we do that, let's go ahead and get these minerals. Although that's going to make me, put me negative on energy. Let's go ahead and clear up this one. How fast are you growing? 1.4. Okay. We are slow breeders, unfortunately. So you're not going to gain any more experience, are you? Let's go survey that system. Actually, then we can survey that one, since it's off on its lonesome. Okay, so I want to see if he actually gains any experience at all. No. Alright. Go ahead and return. And I'm going to need... Well, actually... I probably shouldn't have done that. Leaders, I'm going to need a new scientist. So we've got an anomaly failure risk minus 10%. I think that's going to be our next person. I'll leave this fellow around for a little while, though. Let's see. Go back to surveying that. Oops. I was going to survey this one first. So we did not get anything good here in this system, unfortunately. Oh well. Alright, let's go ahead and build some more power here. Don't have any more... Ooh, there's some good minerals in that system, though. That will be pretty nice.
Construction complete.
And yes, there goes my energy.
System survey.
Let's go ahead and return home for now. Well, there is some good stuff in that system.
Complete. Construction complete.
Okay, and we've got a New Worlds Protocol. We've got the colony ship. New research, Xeno Zoo, planetary unification, or growth time minus 10%. Growth time minus 10% would be really good, although monthly influence would also be really good. Right now, I think I'm going to go for growth time. I think that's going to be a little bit better at the moment. Alright. Everyone's working food. Let's go ahead and put you there. And I'll get some food on these tiles, so we can grow even faster. Now, this is a fair bit out of our range, unfortunately, so we'll probably only get it once we colonize that world.
Anomaly found.
Only a 12% failure risk there. An abandoned ship has been left to drift aimlessly above this planet. The massive sails protruding from its hull suggest that it relied on solar power to function. We'll leave it be for now. I want to get a little bit more, a few more levels. Let's see, there's some good research in this system. And yes, I know I'm still losing energy. But you are, you're growing pretty fast. Oh. A small docking hatch leading to the interior of this asteroid is visible at the rim of a small crater on its surface. The hatch was likely concealed once, but it has since been exposed by micrometeorite impacts. We'll leave it be for now. Again, I do like to... Yeah, there were two. Wow. Okay, so that's the docking hatch one. This one is... HAL 94 has been partially hollowed out and carved with exquisite precision. There is something familiar about the lines and curves etched into the rock. Okay. So we've got quite a few anomalies, actually. That's pretty nice. Kind of surprised at how many anomalies we're getting. And I've got a good, failure risk rate with this person, but I'd like to get another level before I try that that one that had 12%. Okay, so we've got ion thrusters. These electric thrusters use beams of ions to generate thrust without the need for propellant. Alright. Powered exoskeletons. Minerals plus 5%. Definitely want that, especially as I'm weak. Alright, how are you coming on your surface construction? Okay, good. So we've got our food, we've got our power. That little guy is growing. Let's go ahead and build more hydroponics there. Start clearing some of these. Industrial wasteland is more expensive to clear, huh? Alright, orbital energy conversion. Excellent. We've got solar panel network. Research speed plus 5%? Yes, please. Let's go ahead and get those solar panels built. And I think some more corvettes are going to be called for. Alright, so there's some minerals there. Governor has leveled up and gotten stubborn. Leader experience gain minus 15%. That's not a big deal. A cursory scan of this planet's surface reveals a weak signal pulsing into the darkness of space. I'll leave it be for now.
System survey complete.
Alright, where do we want to explore next? Can we, looks like we can reach that one. Okay, we'll get all of that researched and then, or surveyed, and then come back down this way. Oh. That's fine. And we'll start moving this way. Alright, let's see. What do we want to work on? Okay, well, we've got our solar panel network, so we've got plenty of energy. We've got our colony drop strike force building up. Excellent. Well, let's go ahead and get some more research. How many research stations would that be? One, so that would be 3. Yeah, alright. There we go. And then I think it's probably going to be time to maybe get our first colony. Definitely go with the ocean world there. As opposed to that ocean world. Well, some good minerals in this system. Ah, we've got a tomb world. Excellent.
Construction complete.
It's not that big. But that's okay. There we go. What does the surface look like? Ooh, radioactive... Oh, it looks like they've reduced the radioactive wasteland adjacency effect, which is a shame. Physics research on all of those tiles, though.
Construction complete. Anomaly found.
There are signs of activity by an ancient precursor civilization. Ooh, let's go ahead and research that. We only have a 5% chance of failure there.
Research complete.
Oh, we've got genome mapping, growth time minus 10%. Excellent. Symbols of unity. Well, it's a rare tech. There's also terrestrial sculpting already. But we want that. Ethics divergence minus 10%, which will be pretty good in the early part of the game. Alright, you're investigating that. Hopefully you don't fail and die. The Voltam Star Assembly. We have recovered artifacts from an ancient alien civilization on Fargus 3A. They must have been active in this region of space approximately 12 million years ago, judging by the age of the artifacts. From what they have been able to piece together, our scientists theorize that these aliens who called themselves the Voltam Star Assembly were worm-like annelids, roughly 3 to 4 meters in length, that communicated with each other primarily through vibrations carried along their segmented bodies. Interesting. Begins the Precursors, the Voltam event chain.
Situation log updated. Construction complete.
Contact report. Remnants. Intelligent life taunts with pointed absence, reads a popular Newsnet post on Busicon. The people of the Spiral Mandate are apparently finding some humor in the fact that lower forms of alien life are now a matter of public record, but potential equals from other stars continue to elude us. Science Officer Ava Ruiz's report on the traces found on Fargus 3A seemingly only add an ironic twist to the situation. Why do you seem to not be doing anything? Oh, you're just moving. Okay.
Complete.
Alright, fully surveyed here. There's some good research there, if we can get up there. Oh, excellent! Another ocean world. Size 18. Arid world 25, and Tundra world 17. Avabian civilization encountered. We have detected the presence of a primitive alien civilization on Baksh in the Jarad system. They appear to be in the late stages of a Bronze Age, having mastered early metalworking. Although most of their population is rural, several large city-states have formed. We should consider building an observational post above their world to study them more closely. Ooh, let's take a look. Contact report. Enigmatic spacefarers. Busicon is in an uproar following the news of unidentified ships sighted in the void. Their intentions unknown, it would be prudent to assume the worst. Wait, really? I think that's triggering on these guys. Alright, so they're fungoid. They are fanatic xenophiles and pacifists. They're repugnant, intelligent, nomadic, and tundra preference. Seems like a good group for giving technological enlightenment to. Oh, okay, so that was the tundra world that was in here. We've not surveyed either of those.
Construction complete.
I am a xenophobe. I could just invade that world. Alright, Robin, go ahead and return. I want to take a look at this world and see what it might have on it. Could be a good second or third world to colonize, though. Okay, not too bad size. Not sure where I'd want to put down.
System survey complete.
Alright, so we've got an election going on. A new revered elder. That's not what I named it. Okay, so... Home in the Sky, Corvette Focus, Investor, Expansionist, Space Miner, and Investor. Wow. Our, original leader is, a slaver, mandate. Yeah, it's not the best one. Colony influence cost might not be so bad. Investor is good. I'm getting the minerals plus 10% is pretty good too. This one's right out. I don't care about that person at all. Energy credits is good. So is minerals. And colony influence cost will also be good considering that I want to start colonizing. So let's go ahead and support you. There we go. And that should have also given us new leaders. Or did it not? Did it really only draw from the people we already had? Oh, maybe they set it up so that you don't get them as leaders anymore. Well, that's kind of a shame. I liked that. We, of course, have no factions. We have no strategic resources. We've only encountered the one species. So, this is a new thing. I thought I'd show off since we are thinking about colonizing. So these are all the habitable worlds that are available to us. We've got Ripper 1A, Ripper 3, Obatellis 3, Gerard 4, Ripper 2A. Why is that? Planet has an anomaly that we need to research before we can colonize that. So if we only showed planets that we have certain... interesting. I would have expected some of the other things to be there. This one is lush. Food plus 20%, habitability plus 10%. Not that you need habitability plus 10% on a Gaia world, but the food plus 20% will be really nice. And we can also sort by... what it has by default. That's pretty cool, too. And, of course, our influence cost. This one is going to be very expensive when we get to that point. Wow, 288 already. But you can also... I think you can survey, or colonize right from there. Oh, minimum habitability. There we go. Okay, now we can see everything. So yes, so we can see the habitability of everything, and habitability for colonizing species must be at least 40%. Interesting. But man, look at this, look at that energy on this one. That is a lot of energy, partly because it's so big. But of course we can't colonize it right now. Anyway, we've got our election going on. We've just finished surveying this system. We've encountered our first primitives. And I think before we actually do much else, let's go ahead and get a colony ship underway. And I will also clear up these. And let's see. Let's go ahead and build a basic science lab there. Let's go ahead and build a power plant there. Use up some of our resources. And with that, I think I'll leave this guy alone until we've got full pops, and then I'll turn it into minerals. But with that, we'll end our first episode of the Leviathans Story Pack for Stellaris. See you next time, everyone.